Well, after being seen as delivering a more realist than a populist budget, let's quickly cut across to the Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu speaking to the media post his budget speech.
सबसे पहले देशवासियों को मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि हमने जो अभी बजट पेश किया उसका सब जगह से उन्होंने अच्छी तरह से स्वागत किया। ये बजट ऐसे माहौल में बनाया गया था जब रेल के सामने बहुत बड़ी चुनौतियां थी जो हमारे हक के बाहर है, जैसे कि फ्रेट मूवमेंट। ये आता है तो रेल कैरी कर सकता है, लेकिन किसी न किसी कारण जो जिस तरह से फ्रेट का मूवमेंट कम होने के लिए भी रेल बहुत परेशानी में थी।
All right, let's cut across from one press conference to the other. From Delhi, we shift focus to Pali Hill in Bandra, where Sanjay Dutt right now speaking to the media after his release. All right, so let's take our viewers through the very latest. After spending 42 months, which is about over 1,000 days, actor Sanjay Dutt is now a free man. He was lodged at the Pune's Yerwada jail after being convicted in the 1993 Mumbai serial blasts. Sanjay Dutt got a roaring welcome from fans when he reached his residence at Pali Hill in Bandra. Fans lifted him on their shoulders, garlanded him and hugged him. Sanjay Dutt looked happy and got emotional meeting fans who were eagerly waiting his return. While Sanjay Dutt walked outside the jail wearing a tilak on his forehead, he was flanked by his wife Manyata, saluting the national flag, and then walked into the hordes of fans who were waiting outside. While giving him company along with his wife was also Rajkumar Hirani, who is now filming a biopic on the actor. Then, in a chartered flight from Pune to Mumbai, Sanjay Dutt reached his hometown at about 11:20 this morning. Amidst tight security from the airport, he immediately left for Siddhivinayak temple to seek blessings. From Siddhivinayak, Sanjay Dutt and his wife sought the blessings of his mother Nargis. At Nargis's grave at Marine Lines, his family is relieved that the 23-year-old case haunting the family is finally over. Dutt will now focus on getting back to work and will begin shooting for Munna Bhai. He is also expected to address the press, and any minute right now, he would be addressing the press at his Pali Hill residence in Mumbai. So this is what the day looked like. Those 4 pictures there, we're going to play that again for our viewers since Sanjay Dutt was relieved right from 8:30 in the morning till about 12 noon. What we are expecting now is, of course, a live press conference by Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay Dutt did informally speak to the media as well, thanking his family, fans for support. Let's listen in to what he said just about half an hour ago.
मेरी फैमिली मेरे हमेशा साथ रही है और खास करके मेरे बच्चे और मेरे दोस्त, कोई मुश्किल नहीं था। मेरे बहन का प्यार, मेरी फैमिली का।
All right, let's also listen in to Sanjay Dutt's sister Priya Dutt.
उनका इंतजार है, बच्चे सब यहीं हैं, हम सब यहीं हैं। आई थिंक 1-2 दिन तक तो बहुत बातचीत ही चलेगी, बहुत लोग आएंगे, मिलेंगे, तो बस बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है। मैंने पेपर में पढ़ा था कि वो रेडियो प्रोग्राम के बारे में उन्होंने थोड़ा कुछ बताया था, लेकिन इतनी डिटेल में नहीं। और वो ऑब्वियसली जब बाहर आए तो कभी हमारी बात इतनी ज़्यादा ऐसी नहीं हुई कि अंदर क्या हो रहा है। उनको बच्चों के साथ रहना था और हम सबसे बातें करनी थी, तो हम लोगों ने ज़्यादा जेल के बारे में बात की नहीं। संजय का ये हमेशा रहा है कि जहाँ भी वो गए हैं, वो हमेशा उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे रिलेशनशिप्स बनाए हैं। और आप उनके जो कलीग्स हैं उनसे भी पूछे कि वो कभी लोगों में अंतर नहीं करते, वो दिल से जुड़ते हैं लोगों के साथ। और इन बरसों से हमेशा जब पापा भी थे, हमेशा जैसे हमारे he was a great patriot, and he's taught us, about nationalism and about the love for the country. So, of course, के उनके मन में भी यही है. और faith के बिना तो कुछ होता नहीं है. He's been strong because he has faith, he had hope, and he had the strength from God and all his fans and his family and all his loved ones.
Your association with him?
My association has been there with him for a long time and will be continuing for a long time.
Your next project?
Want to connect to Shilpa Ratnam. Now these visuals, what we will do is get you the latest visuals from outside Sanjay Dutt's residence. The stage practically set for that press conference that we're expecting. Shilpa, it's over to you. When are we expecting this press conference?
Well, all necks are trained, cameras poised, bated breath. Everybody's waiting for Sanjay Dutt to, come out and address the media. First, he will be doing a photo op. He will get the pictures out of the way. Then will come and, address the media and take our questions. The media contingent here is huge. You have, all sorts of electronic media, radio, you have TV, you have print, you have production houses, and also some people who have lied saying that the media, many of his fans have seeped in. You have photographers who scaled walls, for that vantage point, for that best shot of Munna Bhai, coming out for his second innings. So honestly, any moment now, there is his PR agency here, which tells us that the star has been telling them that he is, so coming out any moment now. The doors are being opened. That the crescendos, the schemes keep rising up to crescendo and then dropping. A lot of false alarms here coming up, but definitely the star expected any moment now.
Shilpa, give us some perspective. In terms of films, what are we expecting? When does Sanjay Dutt join work pack? What's the money riding on him? What are the films riding on him?
Well, currently he's yet to sign on the dotted line, but the very fact that Rajkumar Hirani has planned the Munna Bhai 3 with him, it must be understood that it's his agreement to that is implicit because, of course, Rajkumar Hirani is not only a very commercially successful director, but also one that is critically loved by both the critics and the fans alike in this country. Somebody who gave Sanjay Dutt a complete image makeover with Murli Prasad Sharma as a Dugra doctor, Dawn turned doctor, and somehow a path that Sanjay Dutt seems to want to project in his personal life as well. Bad boy gone good. There are hoardings here that say welcome home, Bandra boy. So this has been his identity. Bombay has been his home, and the film industry is waiting to receive him back. He enjoys tremendous goodwill, not just because of the kind of work that his father Sunil Dutt and his late mother Nargis have done, but also the fan base that he himself has built up over the years. Another film that has been offered to him is by Umesh Shukla, National Award-winning director. Right. Umesh Shukla of Oh My God fame. He has offered him a film which Umesh Shukla says has a strong social message and is entertaining at the same time. And Sanjay Dutt is apparently very interested in this script. So these are two projects that we're hearing of. Also, post his conviction, all those endorsements are taken away. Okay, now Sanjay Dutt has in fact come down. Okay. He has come down. He's just stepping out for the photo op. He's surrounded by his guards. He's just stepping out. He's stepping out of the lift lobby. In fact, he's barricaded by his guards.
All right, Shilpa, yes, I understand there's a fair bit of chaos there and a bit of jostling. Coming right back to you, let's talk our viewers through the very latest with what Shilpa is telling us right now. Sanjay Dutt any minute would be addressing that press conference. I believe he stepped down in his building. Now, where what you're seeing on your television screen is right outside Pali Hill residence. That is where Sanjay Dutt resides. Of course, lots of people from the film industry coming in to greet Sanjay Dutt on his release. Spent over about 1,000 days in jail. fairly controversial stay in jail, where many people said that he did not quite deserve the amount of follow that he got through his jail term. Well, all right, so these visuals are live. You know, the visuals that you just saw about a minute ago were live visuals. Sanjay Dutt has come down from his residence, and he would be addressing the media in just about a short while back. So what's been the day for Sanjay Dutt? Well, he was released from Yerwada jail, flanked by his wife. Those were visuals recorded earlier on the right-hand sides of your television screen, wearing a tilak, waving out to fans. He did make it a point, though, to go salute the national flag, and then went into his the gathering of fans who hoisted him on their shoulders as well. Sanjay Dutt did get a bit emotional there. And on the left-hand side are the live visuals right now. What we are expecting anytime Sanjay Dutt to come and address the press officially. He did do so earlier as well. Spoke to the press where he did say that, all right, so those are the four pictures today. Since his release, at about 11:20 a.m., he was at the airport. He arrived at the Mumbai airport, but he was released at about 8:30 a.m. Well, that was his final shot. Hopefully, he would hope so, his last of him exiting a jail there from the Yerwada jail in Pune at about 9:10. A chartered flight for Sanjay Dutt, which took him back to Mumbai 11:20. His plane lands in Mumbai, flanked by his friends, his wife, waving out to fans there. Then he is superstitious, highly religious as well. And Sanjay Dutt did in fact go and pay a visit at about noon at the Siddhivinayak temple, which wasn't marred with controversy because there were people there who gathered chanting slogans against the release. To put this in perspective, Sanjay Dutt might be getting a hero's welcome, but he's been a convict. Just because the sheen of him being a star might overpower the fact that he was a convict in the Mumbai blasts. Sanjay Dutt did in fact speak to the press. All right, so these are posters which mark practically all of Bandra. Welcome home posters for Sanjay Dutt. One would expect that this is not a convict, but possibly a prisoner of war who's coming back home. Celebrations galore there. Sanjay Dutt did also speak to the press, where he said that it was a long walk to freedom, and a difficult one to freedom. One would wonder, there are many for whom the walk is a lot more difficult, who've been convicted under similar charges. But let's give you a perspective on the kind of journey that this actor has had where Bollywood is concerned. Today he's a free man walking out of Yerwada jail. We've seen Sanjay portraying various roles from Khalnayak to Munna Bhai. A recap for our viewers on his film journey.
नायक नहीं खलनायक हूँ मैं।
अभी है ना, अभी तो मैं सिर्फ समझाने आया हूँ। अगली बार आऊंगा ना तो 6 की 6 डाल दूंगा भेजे।
आई एम डॉक्टर मुरली प्रसाद शर्मा।
रघुनाथ नामदेव शिवलकर, खलनायक Murli Prasad Sharma, aka Sanju Baba, is now a free man.
Mumbai!
Sporting a funky hairstyle and a tika on his forehead, Sanjay Dutt made the final salute to Yerwada jail. His friend and director Rajkumar Hirani accompanied Dutt from Pune to Mumbai. Interestingly, Hirani is capturing every moment of Sanjay Dutt's release, which will be based on his next film, Badshah. The actor will be portrayed by Ranbir Kapoor. Sanjay Dutt will also be making a comeback as a lovable Murli Prasad Sharma in the third sequel of Munna Bhai.
My association has been there with me for a long time and will be continuing for a long time.
When Dutt left a prison in Pune, he walked away with some experience of making paper bags and being a radio disc jockey.
Morning, Mumbai!
On Wednesday afternoon, during his last show, he left a message for the inmates.
गुड आफ्टरनून भाई लोग, अपन जब तक कनेक्ट होंगे तब तक मैं जा चुका रहूंगा। तुम लोगों के लिए लास्ट मैसेज छोड़ के जा रहा हूँ। खुश रहना, साथ रहना, जुर्म करके किसी का भी भला नहीं हुआ, सच्चाई की राह पर चलना भाई लोग।
While Sanjay Dutt had been convicted for the crime, Bollywood has not persecuted him because the actor has been welcomed back with open arms. Red carpet has been rolled out for his comeback. Rajkumar Hirani, one of the country's best filmmakers, was at the Yerwada jail filming the star's first steps out of the prison for the biopic Bachao that is based on Dutt's life and will star Ranbir Kapoor in the lead role. Not just that, Hirani also has an offer, the third installment of the Munna Bhai series for Sanjay Dutt. The series, of course, had given the actor a fresh lease of life as the affable Murli Prasad Sharma. So while Sanjay Dutt has been away from the studio lights for a while, his stardom has held him in good stead and his roster already seems to be getting full. In Mumbai, this is Shilpa Ratnam.
All right, so where Shilpa was standing there to now, the scene is very different. It's packed with fans. We're going to take you directly to Pali Hill. That is Bandra in Mumbai. Well, that's the chair where Sanjay Dutt is going to occupy in just about minutes from now, where he'd be addressing the press officially. Heavy media gathering there, stakeout, waiting for Sanjay Dutt to come and speak to the press. Not just that, there are a lot of fans with what Shilpa's telling us. She's on ground and she's going to give us perspective on what she's seeing around us. Shilpa, just give us an estimate. How many people have gathered right now outside Sanjay Dutt's residence?
Well, right inside his residence, downstairs, the number is in hundreds. But outside, there are thousands who have gathered, and they're still coming in because they've heard that the actor has reached his residence. So all those fans trickling in, breaking those barricades, seeping in through those. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a constant pandemonium around me. A lot of emotions flying high. The media jostling for space. The fans, jostling for a glimpse. So a lot of people have gathered here, which is proof that out of sight is not necessarily out of mind. His fans are here, the media is here, everybody's here, waiting to hear from Sanjay Dutt.
All right, Shilpa, we're going to come right back to you. So what Shilpa is saying, and it's thousands outside in terms of fans outside his residence, breaking barricades, trying to get a glimpse of the actor who's been freed. One does wonder, this is an ex-convict, but clearly it does seem the superstar overpowers the convict here. We're going to keep coming back to the story. Sanjay Dutt has been released from jail after spending over 1,000 days. A quick break. I'm doing so is because we are cutting across right now to Pali Hill, Mumbai, where Sanjay Dutt is coming in to address that press conference. All right, so these are visuals at Pali Hill. Well, he has made the press wait for a fair bit of time. He would be addressing that press conference there, but all right, so I believe he is right now out. Any minute he's going to start addressing that press conference. All cameras panned towards the actor. Well, he spent over 1,000 days in prison. He was released from the Yerwada prison at about 8:30 this morning, saluted the flag, then took and of course met his fans who had gathered outside, then took a chartered flight from Pune, reached the Mumbai airport along with his wife and other friends from the film fraternity, paid a visit to the Siddhivinayak temple. From there on, paid obeisances at his mother's grave at Mahim, and now he is back home in Pali Hill. Posters all across Bandra welcoming Sanjay Dutt back. He did also speak to the press about an hour ago. What he did say was that it was a difficult, long walk to freedom, and one does wonder how difficult is that walk for others who've been charged under the same charges as Sanjay Dutt. One must remember at this point of time that Sanjay Dutt is an ex-convict who was charged in the Mumbai blasts of 1993. But it does seem somewhere down the line, the sheen of the superstar overpowers that of a convict, as thousands have gathered outside Sanjay Dutt's residence at Pali Hill to accord him a hero's welcome. Sanjay Dutt, imprisoned in an arms case related to the 1993 Mumbai blast, was freed today at about 8:30 a.m. from the Yerwada jail. All right, so what we were talking about is those posters. Posters like that are all across Bandra, welcoming Sanjay Dutt home. Our reporters on ground also tell us that what you see is just the press inside the compound of Sanjay Dutt's residence in Pali Hill, Bandra. But right outside those gates are thousands of fans who have broken barricades to get a glimpse of the actor. Work-wise, Sanjay Dutt is fairly packed. He's going to start shooting for Munna Bhai 3. On the other hand, Rajkumar Hirani, who did, of course, receive Sanjay Dutt at the Yerwada jail along with Sanjay Dutt's wife, Manyata, is now planning a biopic on the actor's life, which has been, to say the least, checkered with controversies. Alright, so Sanjay Dutt also meeting a lot of people who've come from the Bollywood fraternity. We did in fact speak to his sister Priya Dutt a short while back. And of course, where the family is concerned, there's a big sense of relief that they have Sanjay Dutt back at home. Alright, so these are live visuals. Sanjay Dutt all changed with his wife, waving out to fans. He clearly seemed relieved, and why not so? Well, that's the power of the superstar. This man is an ex-convict. He was convicted and imprisoned in an arms case related to the 1993 Bombay blasts. And today being celebrated as he comes out of prison. Well, Sanjay Dutt, about an hour ago, did also speak to the press. Said he was thankful to his fans, thankful to his family, that he was back home, and it's been a long, long struggle, and he wants to put his past, which is of a convict, behind him. Well, he did get fairly emotional when he met his fans earlier today as well. There were certain iconic images of his release. As he left the Yerwada jail at about 8:30 a.m. today morning, he stepped out, touched the earth right outside the jail, and then saluted the Indian flag before he met his fans. All right, Sanjay Dutt meeting members from the press, members from the film fraternity, his wife Manyata right behind him. Emotional scenes there, understandably so, because for many Sanjay Dutt was not a convict, he was a dear friend, a part of their family, and they are only too glad to have him back home. Huge celebrations at Pali Hill. Once again, we'll tell our viewers that what you see on your television screen are just about 100 journalists waiting for him to address the media. But right outside those gates, the compound at Pali Hill in Bandra, there are thousands of fans thronging, breaking barricades, trying to get a glimpse of the actor. Well, this is Sanjay Dutt. These are, and you can see these emotional scenes where he's meeting the press. These are members from the media who've of course had a long association with Sanjay Dutt as they've been reporting on the film industry. And all you can hear is Baba all around there, because that is what Sanjay Dutt is fondly called. All right, so he's meeting, these are emotional scenes because he's meeting with members of the media who've covered him over years, covered practically every aspect of his controversies of his film career there. Personally going individually meeting members from the media fraternity with whom he's possibly had an association. A lot of jostling right outside Pali Hill as Sanjay Dutt ready to address that press conference that we are cutting live to. This is Bandra. Right behind Sanjay Dutt is his wife. Emotional scenes that we witnessed where Sanjay Dutt is concerned. Lots of his friends and family extremely relieved to have him back.
मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूँ कि 23 साल जिसके लिए मैं मरता रहा, आज़ादी, आज वो दिन है आज़ादी का।
प्लीज आप बोलिए।
मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ कि 23 साल जिसके लिए मैं मरता रहा, आज़ादी, आज वो दिन है आज़ादी का।
प्लीज आप बोलिए।
यार आप लोग चुप रहो ना यार।
यार भाई नो चुप, साइलेंस।
साइलेंस प्लीज यार।
मतलब 23 साल से जिसके लिए मैं
बाबा साहब आपको देखना चाहते हैं, प्लीज बोलिए बाबा।
ये कह रहा हूँ कि 23 साल जिसके लिए मैं तरस रहा था, वो आज़ादी है। उसके लिए मैंने हर चीज़ की और वो दिन आज आ गया है आज़ादी का। और वो जो फीलिंग है वो मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं कोई रज़े पे आया हूँ, कोई फरलो पे या पेरोल पे। और मुझे पता है थोड़ा वक्त लगेगा मुझे ये अपने आप को कन्विंस करने के लिए कि मैं आज़ाद हो गया हूँ। और आज का दिन ऐसा है कि मैं अपने पिताजी की याद बहुत आ रही है मुझे।
मैम प्लीज,
मैम आपकी तस्वीर हो चुकी है, बात कर लेंगे फिर आप ले लीजिएगा। सर प्लीज बोलिए।
यार आपको बाद में सुन होगा ना यार, हमें
आपकी फोटो हो चुकी है, आप 2 मिनट रुकिए प्लीज।
यार अभी बात करने का टाइम स्टिल हो चुका है आपका। सॉरी
बाबा प्लीज आप बोलिए, नहीं तो सब पहले खुद। हाँ ओके निकी। तो बाबा
I was just saying is that for 23 years I was wanting to be a free man. I wanted to taste freedom, and finally the day has come today where I walked out of that jail as a free man, but it's not sinking in me. I feel that I'm on furlough or on payroll leave or something, but I know I'll come to terms with it. I mean, just to be free is the most amazing feeling, I think. I miss my father today. My father, if he was alive, he would have been the most happy person because his only fight was to see his son free. And I can say, Dad, I'm free today. So I love you.
बाबा हम लोग उस वक्त एक नजरिया था आपको देखने का कि जब आप लेबरा जेल से बाहर निकले, आपने तिरंगे को और सरजमी को चूमा और तिरंगे को नमस्कार कहा। एक कहीं ना कहीं एक पैट्रियटिज्म जो आपका फीलिंग था वो कहीं आ रहा था, वही से वादा है।
देखिए, ये धरती माँ, ये मेरी माँ है। मैं हिंदुस्तान की धरती को प्यार करता हूँ, यहाँ पैदा हुआ हूँ और यहीं मरूँगा। और वो तिरंगा मेरी ज़िंदगी है और मैं इस देश का नागरिक हूँ एंड आई एम प्राउड टू बी अ इंडियन। तो इसीलिए मैंने अपनी सज़ा काटी और काट के जब मैं सज़ा काट के बाहर आया तो मैं अपनी धरती को मैंने ज़रूर चूमा और उस तिरंगे को सैल्यूट किया।
ऐसा कहा जा रहा है कि वो बाबा एक सवाल ये है कि जस्टिस पीडी कोजे ने जब इंटरव्यू हमें दिया उसमें कहा था कि जब सजा सुनाई गई तो आपने उनसे रिक्वेस्ट की थी कि आप मुझ पर लगा जो टेररिस्ट का टैग है उसको क्लियर कीजिए, क्या मैं हूं या नहीं। और सजा देते वक्त उन्होंने कहा कि आप टेररिस्ट नहीं है। आज सजा खत्म हो गई है, उन्होंने उस समय कहा था, क्या फीलिंग है उस समय पर आपकी?
देखिए, उस समय जो ऑनरेबल जज कोडे साहब ने जो कहा था कि तुम ये सुनना चाहते हो कि तुम टेररिस्ट नहीं हो, तो ये कोर्ट कहती कि तुम टेररिस्ट नहीं हो, उससे बड़ी चीज़ मेरे लिए नहीं थी। उस दिन भी मेरे अगर पिताजी जिंदा होते तो वो आदमी वो सुनने के लिए बेताब था। और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी ये इंडोर्स किया और जो सज़ा उन्होंने दी मैंने वो सज़ा काट के आया हूँ।
आप बाहर आए सिद्धिविनायक गए, उसके बाद आप अपनी वालदा की कब्र पर गए
जी।
तो वहाँ पर उस वक्त जहन में क्या चल रहा था जब आप अपनी वालदा की कब्र के पास थे?
मेरी जहन में यह चल रहा था कि मेरी माँ हम सबको छोटा छोड़ के चली गई थी और कैंसर की बीमारी थी उनकी, और ये मेरा फर्ज बनता था कि मैं उनकी कब्र पे जाके कहूँ कि मैं आज़ाद हो चुका हूँ, वो खुश हूँ।
You spent a fair amount of time with ordinary, regular convicts in prison. Have you had the time to reflect upon the criticism that perhaps your celebrity status somehow allowed for you to access something that is available as per rules, early remission, but many convicts who have been convicted of a lesser term haven't been able to avail of, a remission of their prison sentence. Have you been able to reflected on this?
I think it's a misconcept. I mean, because being a celebrity status, I was not allowed to do many things. I mean, a common person yet gets everything, but I didn't get what I deserve.
You're saying it went against you, you're being a celebrity?
Maybe in some ways it did, some ways it didn't.
बाबा आज सुबह क्या माहौल था? कल रात आपको नींद आई, आज सुबह जब आप उठे तो जब बाहर क्या जहन में क्या चल रहा था?
कल रात को मैं सोया नहीं, ना मैंने 4 दिन से कुछ खाना भी खाया है।
क्या बात है?
और यही सोच के कि मैं ये गेट से बाहर जाऊंगा और मेरी फैमिली के साथ फिर जुड़ूंगा और हमेशा के लिए मैं वापस कभी नहीं आऊँगा। तो वो फीलिंग, वो एंग्जाइटी एक ऐसी चीज़ है जहाँ आई थिंक हर कैदी को ऐसा होता है।
संजू मानिता एक पिलर की तरह खड़ी रही बच्चों के साथ और हर वक्त आज भी आपको लेने गई। एक शादी करता इंसान, उसका बेटर हाफ उसकी लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा पिलर होता है, आप क्या कहेंगे?
ये मेरा बेस्ट हाफ है, बेटर भी नहीं है। और आई थिंक मैं कभी कभी कमज़ोर पड़ जाता हूँ, लेकिन ये एक पिलर ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ है। जब भी मैं थोड़ा गिरता हूँ, उठा के मुझे पकड़ के सीधा कर देता हूँ।
आपसे सब पूछ रहे हैं कि सफर आपका जो है अब खत्म हुआ, अब एक नई सेकंड इनिंग है। आपने अपनी पत्नी से पूछा, आपने मान्यता से पूछा, इनका भी सफर खत्म हुआ। एक्चुअली इनकी भी 5 साल की पूरी सफरिंग थी।
मेरे हिसाब से जितनी सफरिंग इनकी थी, मेरी उनसे कम थी। आई मीन 2 बच्चों को पालना, हर चीज़ का मतलब डिसीजन लेना। मैं तो फिर भी अंदर था जेल के, मुझे वहाँ रोटी दाल सब्जी मिल जाती थी, लेकिन इन्होंने जो सहा है, मैं यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि ऐसा कोई जिंदगी में ना।
बाबा आप सेलिब्रिटी ने जेल के अंदर मेहनत करके 440 रुपए कमाए, उन पैसों की कितनी अहमियत आप रखते हैं? बहुत
अहमियत रखता हूँ, और वो पैसे मैंने एज अ गुड हस्बैंड मेरी वाइफ को दिए। कमाई मैंने
क्या क्या लिया? Let him complete यार। Sanjay, the criticism that has happened every now and then from the time you surrendered in 2013 of you getting back-to-back your furloughs and paroles, and even now there's a PIL in the Bombay High Court, Sanjay. How do you react to all of that? Because your detractors still say that you got preferential treatment, Sanjay.
All I can say is God bless them, and I love them.
Baba, Sanjay, what is the
Sanjay, how has this jail term changed? Sanjay, how has this jail term changed? वो जेल का एक्सपीरियंस भी चेंज हुआ है। Sanjay, how has this jail term changed? एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में कौन कैसा शेड्यूल? बाबा क्या रहा?
बाबा एक सवाल जब आप जेल से आज बाहर निकले, वो पहला शॉट भी था आपके बायोपिक का, और आज से आपका काम भी इनफैक्ट शुरू हो गया है। आपकी सेकेंड इनिंग की आपके ऊपर बायोपिक बन रही है, किस तरीके से इसे देखेंगे और कितना सब कुछ लोग जान पाएंगे संजय दत्त के बारे में, जितना हम सभी आपको देखते आए हैं?
सबसे पहले यार, मुझे अभी आप बोल रहे हो कि मेरा कुछ शूटिंग हुई है, लेकिन उसके लिए मुझे साइनिंग अमाउंट नहीं दिया राजू ने।
बहुत सारे आम लोगों को ये
There are 2 things I'm looking forward to. One is spending a lot of time with my family and my kids, and most of all is my work actually.
बहुत सारे लोगों को ऐसा लगता है कि सेलिब्रिटी होने की वजह से जो है आपने कोई अंदर मशक्कत नहीं की। क्या आप ऐसे लोगों को बताएंगे कि जेल के अंदर कितनी मेहनत आपने की, कितना कष्ट आपने उठाया? बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है सेलिब्रिटी है तो शायद VIP ट्रीटमेंट होता है। बाबा आप बताइए बाबा, जेल का एक्सपीरियंस, जेल के 2 क्या बाबा पेपर का काम आपको दिया गया था?
अब अगर आप हाँ, पेपर का काम मैंने बहुत किया, और अगर आप चाहो, अगर आपके पास प्लास्टिक बैग नहीं हो तो मैं पेपर बैग बना के दे सकता हूँ।
बाबा आप रेडियो जॉकी भी बने थे, तो
What was the first thing you did after coming home? Because you came home as a free man. So what was the first thing you did?
I had tea.
बाबा आप रेडियो जॉकी भी बने थे, तो वो क्या था, जरा बताएं जरा एक बार आप मुझे प्लीज। आप रेडियो जॉकी का भी एक सेकंड,
वो मतलब कि जेल डिपार्टमेंट ने और इन लोगों ने तय किया था कि वहाँ एक सर्टेन टाइम पे गाने बजेंगे और ये सब होगा।
यार क्या कर रहे हो?
अभी तो वीडियो का तो होता है यार। हाँ मैडम खड़ी है, आप लोग खड़े हो, आपकी शर्म नहीं आ रही है? अभी किसी बच्चे का खड़े हुए कैमरे के तो बाबा आप रेडियो जॉकी वाला बता रहे थे
जी, तो इन लोगों ने वो शुरू किया है एक्चुअली, और वहाँ हम लोग 11 बजे से लेके 4 बजे तक रेडियो बजाते हैं और वहाँ डिफरेंट प्रोग्राम्स करते हैं। सुधारना पुनर्वसन के बारे में भी बहुत बातें करते हैं। मैंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में बात किया, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के बारे में बात किया, तो बहुत ही अच्छा प्रोग्राम है वो, क्योंकि इंटरटेनमेंट के साथ साथ एक मैसेज भी होता है कैदियों के लिए, और जितना मेरे में हो सका मैंने किया। Right now it's very early in New York City, but I am going to speak to her.
While you were in jail, you also written something. You also written a script, right? Can you share something on that?
I'm yet writing. I love him. He'll do a good job.
How do you see your biopic being made?
One at a time, yeah.
Baba, one strength or weakness that you realized being in the jail. One strength or weakness that you learned of yours.
You can't be weak there. It only has to be strength, and you have to get it from God. You have to get it from your conviction. You have to get it from your character.
Tell us about your book. Is this for some movie?
There's one jail guy who did it for me. Mishra ji. His name is Mishra ji.
सलमान खान के सिक्योरिटी बाउंसर्स भी यहाँ पे बाउंसर भी आए हुए हैं। इस तरह का सपोर्ट देखिए आपको क्या लगता है? हमेशा एक गुड फीलिंग्स आती है आपके अंदर।
सलमान मेरा छोटा भाई है, वो हमेशा रहेगा, और उसके लिए मैं हमेशा प्रार्थना करता हूँ, दुआ करता हूँ कि वो अब इससे भी बड़ा स्टार बने और उसके सारे प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म।
जेल में कौन दोस्त बने? जेल में कौन दोस्त बने? कैसे दोस्त बने? दिनचर्या क्या थी आपकी जेल में, और किनको मिस करेंगे आप जेल में?
देखिए, जेल के जितने भी अधिकारी हैं उन्होंने मेरा बहुत
ख्याल रखा, इज्जत दी, मैं आभारी हूँ। जेल के सिपाही वो एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट हिस्सा है जेल का, मतलब कि उनका जो काम है वो आर्मी से भी ज़्यादा सख्त काम होता है और वही जेल संभालते हैं और वो रक्षक होते हैं वो, तो मतलब उनका काम है एक कैदी का, मतलब उसको संभालना।
और दोस्त
भी बहुत बने, रेडियो के जितने भी थे वहाँ पे, समीर हिंगले करके है, सागर है, जीशान कुरैशी, नरेंद्र भाई, गोटिया मामा, ये जितने भी थे, मतलब के भाई से भी बढ़कर, क्योंकि उन्होंने प्यार और इज्जत इतनी दी मुझे।
परिवार की तरह संभाला भी
जी
उनके लिए पूरी तरह।
बाबा जो आपने कागज की बैग्स बनाई और जो भी वहाँ पे ऐसे सामान बनाए, क्या उनको आपने वहाँ से एक आध बैग्स या एक आध ऐसी चीजें जो आपने बनाई हुई है खुद अपने हाथों से, वो आप घर पे लेके आए?
यार वहाँ से अलाउ नहीं करते, वहाँ एक शोरूम है जहाँ वो जेल का जो भी जेल में बना है वो चीज़ें बेचते हैं वो लोग। तो आपने यार आइडिया अच्छा दिया, मैं किसी को भेजकर 2-3 बैग ले लूँगा।
क्या आप छुट्टी पे जाएंगे मान्यता और बच्चों को लेकर? आप पहला काम वो करेंगे आप?
अभी वो बॉस से पूछना पड़ेगा क्योंकि पैसे तो ये कमा रही है आजकल।
अपकमिंग फिल्म कौन सी है? दो सवाल आपसे आगे
पता नहीं यार।
उनका घर आना बच्चों के साथ, जैसा उन्होंने कहा कि आपने ज्यादा सफर किया है, तो आप कुछ कहेंगी? पहला जो रिएक्शन, जो कुछ भी आप शेयर करना चाहें?
थोड़ा माइक के पास बात।
It's a very emotional moment.
I didn't know when so much to speak, you just can't speak. So there's so much in my heart, and I think I will need some space and some time to come back to terms that he's back home. And I mean, I don't know if he says that I have suffered, but not like him. But every time I would go to meet him, and I had a lot of zillion tensions to narrate to him and tell him this is what I'm going through. But when I would see him there, and I remember the first mulaqat when I went to see him, and he said, "Mom," that's what he calls me. He said, "Mom, in my school, I've learned one thing. It's my motto: never give in." I said, "I will survive here to survive outside." I said, "That's how we have to sail through." So.
तो मैं अभी जाऊं अपनी फैमिली के साथ।
Thank you so much, sir.
बिफोर आई गो आई जस्ट वांट टू रिक्वेस्ट द प्रेस, एक छोटी सी रिक्वेस्ट है, अगर आप लोग मेरी रिक्वेस्ट मानेंगे मैं बहुत आभारी रहूंगा एंड आई विल बी वेरी ग्रेटफुल एंड थैंकफुल। मैं यही कहना चाहता हूं कि मैं टेररिस्ट आदमी नहीं हूं। मैं अपने टाडा कोर्ट से बाइज्जत बरी होके निकला था, बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट केस से, उसकी कॉन्स्पिरेसी से, टाडा से। मैं आर्म्स एक्ट में कन्विक्ट हुआ हूँ और ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी कहा है कि सेक्शन 120B ऑफ कॉन्स्पिरेसी से मैं बाइज्जत बरी हूँ। टाडा के जितने भी चार्जेस हैं उससे बाइज्जत बरी हूँ और सिर्फ आर्म्स एक्ट में मुझे सज़ा लगी है। तो मैं प्लीज़ आप लोगों को रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, दरख्वास्त करता हूँ कि जब भी आप प्रेस में कुछ बोलें आप मेरे बारे में अगर कई केस के, तो डोंट मेंशन 93 बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट केस बिकॉज आई एम नॉट इनटू इट। थैंक यू, जय हिंद, थैंक यू,
थैंक यू बाबा।
All right, if there was an emotionally laden press conference, this was it. Sanjay Dutt referring right from his parents, Sunil Dutt saying that it was this day that Sunil Dutt had wanted to see, which is that Sanjay Dutt would be a free man, talking about his mother. His both kids also came on camera to greet him on camera. They must have done it when Sanjay Dutt must have reached home. They must have met him then, but they did it again for the benefit of the media there. His wife Manyata crying, Sanjay Dutt giving the benefit, more than the benefit, Sanjay Dutt giving the onus to his wife as she was the strength behind him. Emotional scenes there. I believe we have Shilpa Ratna, who is joining us right now from that press conference. Sanjay Dutt, right in the end, also made a request that the reference to the 1993 Bombay blast should not be made pertaining to his case, stating that he was not a terrorist, and that was something that the courts had said. And he's been convicted in the Arms Act of the 1993 bomb blast, but he has not been convicted for the 1993 bomb blast. He's made that request that the distinction be made when it comes to Sanjay Dutt and the term that he has served. Well, Sanjay Dutt is back home. Highly emotional scenes outside Pali Hill residence. Well, that was Sanjay Dutt's son and daughter. He has twins with his wife Manyata. He also has another daughter called Trishala with his former marriage with actress Richa. And Trishala, he said he would be speaking to her soon because it's in the middle of the night where New York is concerned, and he would be talking to her in just a few hours from now. But highly emotionally charged, Sanjay Dutt, thanking his fans, thanking people from the film fraternity, even actually saying that God bless those who have lodged a PIL against his release, saying many others who've been convicted under the same charges are still in jail. He did say that there were two things that he was looking forward to. Number one on his list would be spending time with his family, and number two would be to get back to work. He did also give a bit of information on the hairstyle that he sports and says that it wasn't the work of any stylist but a jail convict at Yerwada jail. Want to connect to Siddharth Hussain? He's on the phone line with us. You know, Siddharth, emotionally charged scenes right now. We did see Sanjay Dutt interact with media personnel whom he's known for years, who've covered him, his children coming to greet him on camera. They must have done it when he had reached as well, but for the benefit of the media coming out, giving him a hug. His wife crying, him being reduced to tears as well.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very emotional moment for that family, and whether it's wife, kids, everybody. And Sanjay Dutt was also quite excited, thrilled, and he said, you know, I will take some time to sink in that I am out, because still I'm feeling as if I have to go back. This was his first feeling which he shared with us. The second thing which he felt was that he's very happy the way people have welcomed him and the way people are supporting him. And his only request, which he mentioned, that please, my only request is that I am not a terrorist, and this should not be mentioned anywhere by anybody that I'm a terrorist. I'm not a terrorist.
Well, you're right there, you know, Siddharth, because he did, in the end, request the media especially that that distinction be made from him being called as a convict who'd served his sentence in the Bombay blasts of 1993, but the fact that he was convicted under the Arms Act. Also, you know, Siddharth, he did say that two most important things, one spending time with family, the other getting back to work immediately. When we are talking about work, Siddharth, okay, all right. You know, Siddharth, I'm sorry, I'm going to come in. I'm going to cut you short. The reason that we are doing petition has now been filed in Bombay High Court against the release of Sanjay Dutt, citing inequality. It is in public interest, asking Sanjay Dutt's release order to be cancelled. The petition will only come up for hearing tomorrow.